What's going on, creative? So we're here again with another episode of Grids and Guides, where we're here to give grids and guides to creatives and any creatives coming into the scene. I'm here with my co-host,
your favourite, man like Vinz.
And this week we've got another guest. We've finally got a female in.
Oh yeah.
Very creative, done a lot of stuff in the community, and I've saw them grow from a young age being creative, and they're still doing their thing now. So we'd like to welcome to the stage
Lo Williams. Hi. Hi, I'm Lo.
No, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Like I said, because I saw your journey from a young age, I just thought, and you're a female, it's like, I had to get you on. I want to know more about your story.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I think the first time I saw you was at Legacy Centre. It was like an event, and you had your T-shirts, you had your mugs, it was like, and you was only proper young. How old? Probably like 14, if not.
Probably younger. About 14, yeah.
And I was like, swear down, like someone so young, but they're out here, and everything looked good. Like your drawings, how you had everything presented on the table. It's like, yeah, like I can see she's got a vision that it's going to take her far if she's at this stage at 14.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Crazy.
So I'll start the question with, like, what was the start of your journey into being a creative? When did you know, like, I enjoy being creative?
I think I've always loved being creative. So I have an older sister, but she was like grown by the time like I was born. So I was brought up as a single child, and I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and I think that was my time to just literally be creative, to try things and like find out what I like, find out what I don't like. And then I don't know, I just had a laptop with a camera, just started filming myself, had art books, just started drawing, and it just became a thing that I was like, okay, I think I'm going to be a creative. And then when I got to school, it was like my literacy book, my maths book was actually an art book. Got into bare trouble for that. For just drawing all the time. But that's
Stop doodling.
Exactly. I got put into isolation and everything because of it. But I think that was like my turning point, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think this is for me. And then started selling my drawings to people in school, and then I think that's where the business aspect came from, and then went up from there.
So how much did your first art piece go for?
20p.
20p.
It was something.
Now how much are you selling your artwork for?
Oh gosh, I'm in the 300, 400s now.
See, look at that.
It's going up
all
there.
started from that 20p sale.
Exactly. And it was like a little bookmark as well of like this drawing of one of the girls in my class, and she was like, I want my name on it. And I was like, sure,
That's it. Do you know if you still got that?
I don't have a clue. But I know I still have the art books of like how I used to draw back then. So like all my year 8 drawings, I literally still have a book of like the art style. I remember the pens I use. It's literally like my little memorabilia of how I started.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's normally how it starts though, innit? You do things without even realising. You look back later on in life and you realise actually that's where it all started. That was the foundation.
Yeah.
And now you're older, you can just build on that.
Yeah, no, literally my mum said she knew that I could draw when she basically got me this book. It was just like a plain white paper book. I did like bare scribbles on the page, and then with the scribbles that I did on the page, I created a new image. So I saw a picture of a break dancer, and then I used those scribbles to make a break dancer. And my mum was like, she's got talent. And I think that's how, like, even getting that support from my mum, that's how I started, because she actually believed that I could be creative.
It.
Yeah, she really did.
Talent, yeah. Important.
So like, what is your mum creative as well?
She's got a creative mind, execution not so much. So I was always at execution for her. So she'd like, I got this picture in my head, can you draw it? But she's like, when it comes to the way her mind works, she's got such a vision. And I think that helped me a lot growing up as well, because she'd be like, instead of just doing like drawings, why don't we put them on bags? Why don't we put them on hats and stuff? And then that's kind of how I started, because she was like, you're more than just a piece of paper. Like, people actually need to have products. And then that's how I started, because of her creative mind.
I love that. Shout out mommy for that.
Shout out, mum.
Trust me. She gets a percentage of all the royalties.
Yeah, literally. Facts.
Big up mumsy.
Even to this day, she's still by my side at all the events. So
yeah, man, that's good. Support, you get me?
So it's like, going on from that, so what was your journey from, obviously you was drawing at school, and then did you go on to college or uni doing graphics or art or anything? What was?
Oh gosh, so I actually started my business when I was in secondary school. Okay. So I started my company called Low Bags. crazy. I literally used to do hand-painted canvas bags and then sell them at like teenage markets. And then that became a thing that I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just doing random pictures of like Scooby-Doo or like a pizza slice with like quotes on and stuff. And I was like, what am I actually passionate about? And then I started going to like the Black Pound days at the Legacy Centre. And then I was like, oh my gosh, my thing is like empowering black girls. And then what did I start doing? My mum bought me a Wacom pad, the little drawing pads for the computer. We got our iMac, got the Wacom pad, and that was my first time learning how to draw on a computer. Then we found a printer, started doing the products, and then that was up till like, I still do that now, I can't lie. I still use like my iPad and draw. But I think that was where I was like, okay, this is becoming a business. And then I decided to take art for GCSEs. And then I got into an art college. So I got into BOA and studied art and design. And then COVID hit around like my last week. I think I was during exams, and they were like, okay guys, you have to go home now. You have to finish the rest of your exams when you're at home.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, everyone's applying for unis, and I was like, I don't think that's the route for me. And then I think around 2020 October, that's when everything started to really get serious with like, so I'm not going to uni, what am I going to do? And then that's when I moved on to evolving my business, getting an actual like license and website and all of that. And that's how I came up with Low Designs, and it just became a thing that I was selling products. And then I feel like that's how it started officially, because beforehand it was just like a hobby that I was just selling stuff, do you know what I mean, selling my artwork. And then I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do seriously, like sell my artwork. And then that became my life and my career.
And obviously you're still doing that now, right?
Yeah. But not as much. I feel like my creative journey has changed so much from 2020. Like I've started doing graffiti, I've started doing music, I've started to like expand my creativeness. It's crazy.
That's gonna lead me on to my question. You don't just only do the arts stuff.
I do.
What else? Let people know what else it is that you do.
So other than the art, I run a marketing agency with my mum and my sister called Whole Group Agency, House of Lydia. We literally do websites, logos, marketing, branding, all of that, printing, all of that. Okay. So that's like one of the things. I also do graffiti, so murals, commissions, collaborations with people. I do workshops in schools, so working with like young people, doing art workshops, music workshops, anything like that. And then I think about 2 years ago, I was like, oh, let me just sing. And then I decided to take on a singing career, which is just like the most random thing ever. I think all my followers were like, what the hell? Like, you make music now. And then, it just became a thing where I'm doing a lot.
Loving you, to hating you, to missing you, to ignoring the texts that you keep sending. And it's crazy cause I feel like I've been waiting for this moment to do everything so I can finally feel nothing. I tried to remove every memory, everything you left with me reminds me that I thought that we could end up living happily. A fairy tale, a fantasy that probably could never even happen. I told myself lies, you said your goodbyes. Now I can't get you out my mind. And commitment's hard, I still have my scars, but I still believe in our love. So why does my heart even try? Crying for a love that had died, a foundation that's built upon fight. This is my way of saying goodbye. Craving the Stewards. My name is Lou Williams. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
But you know what? It's not like you're trying to sing. You can actually sing.
Yeah,
you actually got it.
Been on the big stage and everything, radio. I see you. I can remember like the first time I found out you did singing was at the Arts and Vibes.
Yeah.
With Xander and Jay. I was like, oh, I swear down you do singing as well.
I was showing my artwork, and then they were like, you're gonna sing now. I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, swear down, and you was good. Like you seemed confident on stage, and then from that, I just saw you grow. Like, well, she's on radio, she's doing videos, and in the studio. Like, it's good that you found something you enjoy, and you're not just hiding it away. You're showcasing.
It was very much going to be hidden away, though. The music part was going to be hidden away for a while. I've literally been writing since a young age, and I was like, I don't think I want people to hear my music. It's very like a vulnerable thing. Same way with art. I feel like when it's your actual own creation out of your own mind, it's very much like keep it safe. And then I think just randomly I was like, people actually don't know my songs. Like I'm singing my songs and they're bangers. No one else knows them, so that's why.
What made you jump out and just say, you know what, let me just show people my music ability?
I did a music course with Girl Grind called She Done Did It. Okay. And then literally it was the most random thing. I was like, okay, let's just learn how to perform, because I've always like known how to sing. I sang in church, and like I just sang for my family, and as I said, with my nan and granddad, I just have my little camera and just like film myself singing. I've literally still got the videos. There's like over 1,000 videos of me like under the age of 10 singing. And then I don't know, I just did the course and I was like, okay, maybe I want to take this seriously. We did a performance at Birmingham Live 2023, and then I met my management team, like they're just people that were very interested in what I did and really liked my sound, and then it's ended up being a takeoff of just, yeah, let's get my sound out there.
That's brilliant. In terms of like, because I saw something on your Instagram, one of your singles that you've got, and I seen the album artwork.
Yeah.
So who is responsible for that?
Me.
All right. Do you feel like because you can do both, you benefit from it? So you can.
Oh
just,
yeah, definitely. Like when I hear, like obviously I know how much I charge for people for like cover art and logos and stuff like that. When I've clocked that I could do that for myself and do the music, and like I can do the marketing, I can do the editing for my videos, I can film my own content, I can, I don't know, just like brand myself, because I know a lot about branding. So when it came to branding myself, it was like, oh, it's easy. I know exactly what my brand is. I know exactly what I stand for. I know what I want my brand to look like. I know what I want my music to sound like. I know what I want my cover art to look like. It was very much like, oh, it kind of just fits hand in hand being a multifaceted creative.
Yeah, because you know what direction you want to go in and what you need to do as well.
And I'm seeing it like, I don't actually struggle when it comes to making decisions, because I know that whatever decisions I make, I'll be able to sort it out anyway. I'm not even the middleman, I'm the man.
That over a little bit, it's like, I can just do it myself.
Exactly.
Makes it a lot easier. Because you got to think, for artists, they have to reach out for everyone to do those little sections. But then you can just do the whole thing. It's like, because you do it every day, most likely when you are doing your graphic work, it's just like, this is normal to me.
Yeah.
Like one of your drawings that you do.
Sometimes I do get like very much, I don't know whether it's like a stunt when I'm trying to work on something for myself, and then I'm like, I lose the vision a little bit, and then I'm like, sometimes I just want that second pair of eyes to have a look at it, because you know when you're working on your own stuff, and then you're like, I feel like I've lost it, and then you need somebody else to have a look. But that's why I'm happy to have my management team, my sister who's in the marketing agency, my mum who works with me. Like everyone very much knows my personal brand, so they can be the extra pair of eyes that I need.
Yeah, I suppose it's like you get a bit, not overwhelmed, but
oh no, I do get overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's just you one doing it and you're just like, oh, okay, cool. There's times where I've done things and I thought, oh, that's it. I went away, came back the next day, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, change it up a little bit, and then I realised, okay, that's what I needed. It's like giving myself space away from it, because I get overwhelmed sometimes with things, and then it can just get all complicated and stuff. But
I think something that we all do as designers, though, innit? It's just like sometimes we overthink certain things, but then sometimes, like you said, just having that time walking away from the project for a bit and coming back to it, then you look at it with fresh eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, has to be done.
One thing I wanted to know is are there different alter egos? Because I know you've got Glow the Creative. I was going to ask you who that was. Then you've got Lo Williams.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Would you say Lo Williams is more music, or?
So Lo Williams is like, I don't know what happened. I felt like it was just like, when it came to picking my music name, I wanted to be like Georgia Smith, Adele, like use your actual name. That's why I chose Lo Williams, because it's like, oh, it's a statement piece. No one can get me confused. A lot of people, like on my journey, I've had so many names. I've got Lo with the red fro. I've got Glow. Glow isn't actually my name, but people started calling me it. I don't know why. I think it was because my Instagram was Glow with Lo. So like that started off being Glow with Lo because I was going to do makeup. It's like it was going to be like doing like really cute makeup. Like, and that's how I started, because I thought, everyone already thinks I'm a vibrant person, glow, radiance, all of that. but then everyone else started calling me Glow. Then my graffiti handle ended up being Glow, which is why it became Glow the Creative.
Yeah.
But previously, Glow the Creative was Low Designs, my Low Designs account.
Yeah.
But I had to do a lot of like niching down with how much I posted on what accounts, because I already had Glow with Low, and then I had Low Designs. But I was like, where does my graffiti fit if I'm doing all my visual like graphic design on this page and my music on this page? So then Glow the Creative just ended up being everything art, and then Glow with Low is everything music and sometimes personal. I do have a spam account where I just post like my life that I don't want everyone else to see, just my friends.
Oh, just like a private one.
Yeah, it's just it has to be done, because I post so much. I take so much content, and it's like there's art and music, and then there's so much more that I do for myself that I don't get to post out there.
I think obviously, again, that's you being smart. Like, you have to separate things. Like, you're not going to have all your brands in the one thing. It doesn't make
confusing.
sense. And then obviously it is more work though, you know, when you're having to post on the different accounts. How do you find doing that?
I actually don't see it as much as a struggle. I think I found it more of a struggle when I was posting everything on the same account, because I'd be posting music and the people that would follow me for art would be like, I don't want to follow you for your music, like stop posting that. And then I'd lose followers, and then I was like, but if I niched it down to just 2, I was like, okay, so the music people that want to actually follow me for music can follow me there. I won't be offended if you don't follow the art page, because the people that actually are invested in the art will follow that page. So I feel like that made it a lot easier when I separated the 2 instead of posting it just on one.
I feel like that's what I should do, but I'm a bit stubborn when it comes to them kind of things.
It's a lot of
and
work.
my Instagram is just my Instagram. Like, I noticed when I was posting just designs, getting followers just for that. Then I did a couple of reels where I'm showing my face, because I never used to really show my face that much unless it was like my birthday or something. And then I started seeing like people follow me from my reels. Then when I post normal posts for like designs, I'm not getting no engagement. So I was thinking, yo, do I have to separate it? But the stubborn side was like, don't separate it, just keep doing you. But yeah, I'm
it's
not really.
whatever's easier. It's just about the algorithm, innit?
Yeah, but the algorithm changes all the time.
Yeah, it's a bit
and
crazy.
I gave up trying to like figure it out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say? Because it hurt my brain one day. I just said, nah, not doing it. You know what I'm trying to say? But one thing I'd say about your branding, people have like brands, like you yourself are a brand, and everything you just described then, the glow, you know, your vibrant personality, even the hair. Because when Philly used to say your name, I'm like, the name's not, I don't know. And he's like, oh,
The
red
girl
hair. And
with
I'm
the
like,
red hair.
I'm like, yes, I've seen her before somewhere. So it fits your brand quite well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
That
Especially
was
with
why
your
I did it.
personality. Yeah.
I literally dyed my hair 5 years ago. I was like, okay, rebrand. I'm not, because my name's Lois. I'm going to rebrand from Lois to Low. I'm going to dye my hair. And then my mum was just like, why are you going to dye your hair? And then one day I just popped up with red hair. She was like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, well
So you've been red
done.
ever since?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't, like, it's faded to orange. I've done like red and ginger, but it's always red.
Do you keep red within the clothing as well, or do you just the clothing
No,
separate?
I don't even like the colour red. I say this all the time.
Yeah.
The colour red is like, I wear it, but it's not my favourite. Like, I feel very much like when I'm wearing it. My favourite colours are like teals and pinks.
Okay.
And like blues and stuff. So that's more my brand, blues and denim. So I will usually be wearing denim if I'm drawing, and then, well, not when I'm drawing, when I'm singing. And then when I'm painting, I'll wear my blue dungarees.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's always like I've got a visual identity for both both Instagrams.
It's good, like, you've
Interesting
branded yourself to like the best way. Like, you've got red hair, like everyone's gonna know.
Yeah.
That's Low.
Yeah, right.
You reckon you're gonna keep it forever, or
I'm the Sharon Osbourne of our generation.
I was gonna say Eve, you know. I was gonna say
Nah,
more
because
Oh,
Eve
yeah,
changed
Eve.
her hair how many times?
She-
Sharon
oh, yeah, she
Osbourne
did.
was red till she was like old.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
she's
yeah,
not
it's
now,
rough
but
true
old.
still.
Sorry, Sharon.
Sharon Osbourne.
Trust me.
Sharon. No, honestly, yeah, I feel like when I dyed my hair red, it was like, okay, can't do any stupidness now. This is like, people will actually recognise me if I mess up. So it was a very big responsibility, ironically.
You see, one thing I did want to touch on, because I know you two both do like exhibitions and like live shows. I'm yet to venture into that world, because I've actually got artwork, illustrations that I do. I've just been hoarding it because, especially with the intellectual property, putting your things out there. One of the episodes that are going to come out before this, we're talking about that somebody's work got plagiarized and used by a clothing company, and they're making money off it. So my whole thing is, you know what, it's a bit of a fear of putting something out there. So I don't want to showcase it yet until I do like a sort of exhibition. So being someone who doesn't do that, and you two do that, how would I get into doing exhibitions and, you know?
I think it's networking. I feel like most of my projects and like collaborations and events that I end up attending and being a part of, it's due to collaborations. So I think about 3 years ago, I think it was like after lockdown actually, as soon as lockdown finished, I spent about 6 months just going outside and meeting people, going to different events. I'd travel cities, like I'd just go to any art events or any music events or any creative link ups, and then you meet the right people. There's people that will be like, oh, I really like your vibe, I'm putting on an event, and then that will happen.
Okay, open.
And that's basically how I did it. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
100%.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. And then that was how I would get involved with like doing art events. I don't even know how I met Arts and Vibes. I think it was through Legacy Centre. I think it was just me having a stall at like the Black Pound days, and people would be like, oh, I really like this, come to my event. And then
yeah, you've always been
natural.
present at events, so I think that's obviously people going to draw into you.
Yeah, it's consistency.
And like obviously we spoke before, and I think the more you do get out there, the more you do connect with people. So people always say to me, oh, you know everyone's like, I don't know everyone, but because I'm from a young age been outside just connecting with loads of different people. Yeah. And then as you grow and then you have events and you talk to people, again your network just grows. And if they like you as a person as well, you're going to be the first person, oh, this and this is coming up, or we've got this exhibition that we're looking to do, or there's a commission happening. Then people just give you opportunity just from a small conversation.
Yeah, that's what I need to do, get out there a bit more still.
At the same time, it's even just like looking for local spaces and just tapping into them. Kind of use your space to put on an event, or what else is there? So
that's what social media is for. Like literally, you follow someone and then it comes up with suggested recommendations of like who you might like. And if you see people that you like and you see the events they're putting on and you see it in an exhibition, or just be proactive and DM someone and say, if you've got any exhibitions or any events coming up, holler me.
But you gotta be careful these days because it might not be real.
Yeah,
it might not be real. It might be some AI person.
I've had a few of those. I can't lie. It's been
catfish.
Yeah, like the event looks really amazing on social media, and you come there and there's just like 5 people standing in an empty room with your artwork on the wall, and they're just like, "We did it."
Like, how many times has that happened?
About 3 times. That was like way before like I started taking it seriously. But I was just like, yeah, no.
Do you have like a certain... So how do you go about checking out events you do and don't want to be a part of now?
I think I just choose the ones of people that I already know. I don't think I've done any projects with new people. Like a lot of I did not a workshop. It was like a conference event for young black girls. I went to it 2 weeks ago. I met the organisers about 2-3 years ago on social media. She DM'd me and emailed me and DM'd me on my other account. She was very like she really wanted to work with me. I need your attention. Exactly. And it worked because now we just have like this tight ass relationship working together. I do all their graphic designs, and it was just a thing that's like, you have to really vet who you're working with. So I was there, saw the email, went on the social media, went on the website, saw who followed them, and like I had to literally check what they've done for me to be like, oh, you stand for the same thing as me, because I empower black girls as well. Yeah. Which is why we have such a tight relationship, because we all stand for the same thing. But I really feel like it's a thing where you have to vet who emails you, because the amount of spam, the amount of catfishes, it's scary. Just for money, or just for like, I don't even know, because half the events I didn't actually pay to be there that were catfishes. But
that's crazy. That is. But still, it's like you don't know what kind of situation you're putting yourself into as well. So I think like one thing that is important, like you said, just checking out people's email addresses, checking out the businesses that they're saying that they're working with, check their comments to see what type of people are messaging them. You have to do your research, because sometimes you do end up getting in positions where it's like they're asking for money but they want me to do work, or they want your details. So you just have to be wary at times. You ever been catfished?
No, I'm too cautious. You know me.
You doesn't even go outside.
Trust me, I'm in the lab, you get me. But when I do go places, I have to go somewhere where there's his purpose. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Always been told to walk with a purpose. So you won't find me just anywhere for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why people will say, "Oh, I ain't seen you for time," because I'm, you know, I'm trying to say, I'm
You're very
cautious where I
much,
go.
like,
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
but I do need to get out there a bit more. So as long as it's got purpose, you know, you may see me there. But I'm like the element of surprise. I don't really like to, you know what I'm trying to say? Mysterious.
No, I think
like
that's
that.
a good thing to be though. Like, not everyone expecting to see you somewhere. Like, going to, I remember the 6 months that I was going out to events, like people would expect to see me there. And then after those 6 months were done, I disappeared. And then when people saw me again, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, hi."
Happy to see you.
Yeah.
But when they saw me at the events for like the 6 months I was out, they were like, "Of course, Lo's here." But that was because I was grinding, I was working, I was networking. After that, I was like, I've done all the networking I need for the year. I don't need to do anymore.
No, that's true. You have to do things in like little small bursts, innit? And it's like, okay, let me focus on what I'm doing, and then whenever something else is going on again, like, let's say you're gonna do an album release, you might be outside a bit more. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I need to tell people what's going on, and it's just about being smart with your time as well.
Do a
And
bit
then
of
go
a
back
pressure
into
on.
hibernation. I love
There
doing
you
that.
go. I think
Yeah,
winter
man.
time is definitely that hibernation time for me.
But you can still stay active, even though even if you are hibernating, because you can just create content and just. You can
Exactly.
schedule it now on Insta and just every
Exactly.
week certain posts go out. People think you're really active and you're just chilling, got your
That's
feet
what
up.
I'm saying. It happens
You know what I'm
all the time. People always think you're outside and you're just like, I'm actually in bed. I'm just posting.
Yeah.
Trust me, this was ages ago.
This used to stop me from posting, and it still does sometimes. As soon as I post something, bare DMs. Oh, can you do? They think I'm active.
Yeah.
And my thing is just like, just because I post doesn't mean I'm available.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You're just trying to let people know this is what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gosh.
One thing I was gonna say, you see, in terms of clients, what type of clients do you? Like, what's your most regular your most regular request from clients?
Okay, so for my agency that I run with my family, we have loads of different clients, but they're mostly charities.
Okay.
So they'll be asking for like conference packs, branding. I love a logo. Like, I love designing a logo and a brand pack. I'm currently working on one for a wholesale food brand.
Okay.
So like, it's just literally creating the packaging. Love it. Logos,
My
love
favourite
it.
design
Roller
of
banners.
packaging.
Anything, just print. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's mostly what I get from clients.
Do you feel like it's better working? You know, you said it's like a family business. You feel it's better working with a team of people?
Yeah, like, so when I was running Low Designs by myself, well, with my mum's help, it was just me and her. And then my sister ran a company called Big Light of Mine, where she was doing website design.
Okay.
And then my mum was doing management for like other people, but we were all doing our stuff very separately. And then it wasn't until lockdown we were like, oh, wait, you do website design? Oh, you do marketing? Oh,
Yeah.
you do this? And then we were like, why don't we just come together? And then we formed House of Lydia, which is based off the story of Lydia in the Bible, the businesswoman.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's kind of made sense of us just always being like working together. It's a very easy process. We have our ups and downs with like standards of like how things should look. And like,
Okay.
I'm the very colourful one. My sister's very much black and white and gold. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that majestic look.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, let's put some paint on it. Let's make it colourful. So they are
mess
very
it up a
much,
bit, though.
yeah, literally. It's very like clashy sometimes, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, everyone's got their own style.
You need that.
It just
so.
makes sense for us to work together instead of struggling individually.
How do you navigate around when you don't agree on something? Because let's say there's probably times where, you know, as a designer, it needs to be like this for it to work. But then let's say your mum or your sister like, nah, but it needs to be like this. How do you, have you had those situations? How do you deal with those
We do
situations?
have those moments. I'm a very stubborn person. My sister's also stubborn. And we get that from our mum, who's also stubborn. So it clashes a lot. We handle it very well because I'm not really a communicator when it comes to like design. I would just show the design and be like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really like, the reason why I've used these colours is this and that.
Yeah.
But they stretch me in a way where I have to be like that. I have to be like, the reason why I made their brand purple is because purple represents this and that. But I never used to be like that as a designer because I was very much individual. I would have my reasons, but I don't really have to explain it.
Yeah.
So now they're training me, working with them, especially because we're all very different. It's very much, and I'm sure they can say the same, like, working with each other is very stretching. It's very like, you learn something new. My sister learns something new from me. I learn something new from my mum, vice versa. But I feel like we handle it well. It does take a lot of work though, but as I said, it's communication, and that's something I've always struggled with because I've been a lone wolf for so long. But I'm learning.
I feel like that is one of the things that us as freelance designers, we're just in a room by ourselves creating whatever we need to create, so we don't ever have to pitch anything or have to explain things. But sometimes when we do that, it makes us look better as well.
Yeah.
'Cause like for you didn't go uni or anything to learn. Like that's what they kind of teach you at uni. Like, why have you done that?
Yeah, how to work in an agency and explain.
Even though you've probably done the research and you know why you've done it.
Yeah.
But it's then knowing how to explain, okay, this is because of this, and then,
Now, you see, with that, I used to clash, because I did the whole college and uni thing. I graduated, everything, but I used to clash with the teachers, They used to recognise the face, they know. I wasn't a troublemaker, but I used to really clash with them because I'd have a sketchbook and I used to love just doing work. And you see what you just said about having to communicate why and how. In my head, it was just like, well, the image speaks for itself. Like, what are you asking me questions for? Like, you asked me to design this. Look, I've done it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The logos there, the packaging, and it was just a case of annotating. So I had to kind of develop that skill of being able to do that. I used to hate it, but I used to do it. But that's the only time I used to clash with them. So I can relate to what you're saying. It's good that you're in that team, because you're saying you didn't go to like uni and whatnot. The part that you missed out on is what you're now getting.
Yeah.
So you're getting the feedback. So you're able to, even if you don't like what's being said, you realise, cool, let me just, and you're developing. And all of that's just experience. So it's brilliant that you're in that team. It's nice to hear as well.
100%.
You get me? Most definitely. All right then. One of the things I'm going to do is going to draw for the white card, which I explained previously to everyone. Right. So the white card, as I do, there's things I see on social media that I pick up, and this is just a bit of free game, really. This one isn't really a design problem. It's more a design solution. So actually, before I draw for this card, what program do you use to illustrate?
Procreate.
Oh, okay, you're one of them.
Yeah, Procreate.
As long as it's not Canva. Do you use Canva?
I do use Canva.
Oh gosh.
I use Canva. Is that bad?
No, it's not bad. It's just
you're
not on my team. You're not on my team.
The clients that I work with, I tend to create templates for them so that they can do it. So I use programs that are like accessible to clients.
Oh no, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
That's the only reason. Like, I know how to use Adobe, I know how to use Illustrator, all of that. But yeah, Canva seems the easiest one for them.
No, basically you saved yourself there. You still in my good books. All right then. Well, I use Adobe Illustrator, and I found something. It's like, I wouldn't say a plugin. It's like a new feature, and it's actually called Turntable.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard of it. So what you can do is it takes 2D illustrations and turns them into 3D, so you can view your artwork from any angle. So you literally, when you're in the new Illustrator, you go to Windows, then Properties, and then Turntable. And you can rotate your object. So what that can do is, if you do illustrations for books, little kids' books, or clothing, you can turn that illustration to the side and have a different angle.
That's it.
So you can do different like frames.
Is that because of AI? Is that an AI feature?
I think it's kind of like they do like generated fill and generated things. So it technically is AI. And when you stop it after the rotation, like how you've got different layers. You have all the different layers, and you can then edit them. So it's a real game changer. It speeds up the process rather than sitting there and then doing a re-illustration.
Constantly rendering.
Yeah. So that's one thing I thought that I saw, and I thought, you know what, this is gonna definitely change the game.
That.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Test
that
it
must
out,
be
man.
good for like gaming and stuff as well. Then
Like character design, all of that.
Exactly, and that speeds up the process.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Have you had to play with it yet?
I haven't. But I'm going to.
Let me know how it is, because if it's easy, I'll definitely be doing all my characters because I'm planning on doing comic books as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that would make it so much easier, because I hate drawing different angles, and I think that's the thing that I teach when I'm doing character design workshops. And I'm like, your character has to look exactly the same at all angles and wear the same outfit every time, and I even struggle with that. I can't lie, that is one of my weaknesses.
Changing the angle of things, you got to change the lighting, how everything looks. But then tapping in from that, like, what do you feel what's your favorite what's your favorite type of design to do? You said, was it logos? So like, have you done any logos for any big brands or any big community projects? What would you say your favorite logo is that you created?
Favorite logo? Oh gosh. I would say my favourite logo was actually one of my first. It was for First Class Foundation. It's a charity in Aston. They're based in Aston.
That with Nathan Dennis?
Yeah, Nathan and Sabrina. And that was one of my first ever logos. And I remember doing all the planning. And I think that was when I started doing the whole explain why you've done this. So the whole design was meant to look like a tree. It was the FC. And then I did loads of different versions. And yeah, I feel like the journey of that, the colour scheme, and just like the progression of seeing where the brand went, because I did the brand for them. I worked as their social media like content creator for like a good 2 years, like on site, and just seeing how the brand has just evolved. I think that was my most rewarding logo that I've ever designed. Yeah,
do you feel like like you said, they are very rewarding when you worked with something from the start and then you see you've like built up the brand and then you see it afterwards like, I was part of that journey.
Yeah.
Feels good. So should we draw for one of the question cards?
Yeah, man, draw for a card.
Let's go for the pink one. Okay, so today's topic is a client saying they don't like the design. What do you do in those situations?
The client is always right?
No.
I don't agree. I don't agree. That's why they come to the professional.
Yeah, no.
Well, within reason.
What annoys me is when clients come to me saying they want my style, like the reason why they've come to me is for my style, my ideas, and then they don't like it. That is trauma. I don't know how to deal with it. I feel like it's one of those things that is just like, ouch. Okay, let's carry on. I've been in situations like it where it's just been like, what do you do? Just carry on,
hard,
start
like,
again.
It does hurt at times. It's like, I spent all that time creating that and then you're just going to tell me.
Yeah.
But it's like when I know it looks good, I think that's the part when it hurts the most. Like I understand if they've asked me for a brief and I've done it and I don't think it looks good either and they don't like it. That's fine. That's understandable. We can start again. But there's been times where I've like done the brief about 5 times before getting it right in their mind. But in my head, the first one was the best. And I think those are the parts, those are the times where I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I need help.
It does make you feel that way, and it's like, what have I missed here?
No, literally.
It's like I've actually ticked off everything you've asked for, but again, and this is where the client can't always be right because they don't even know what right is or
just
what
add a
they
bit
want.
of pop there.
Yeah, just
Make
like
it pop.
make it pop. Make that.
What does that even mean?
Try to make you just do your thing. Like I trust in your creative genius. It's like, all right. But we're not doing well. That's why I used to do it, but now like, I'm not doing that. Let's fill in this brief.
Yeah.
Let's look at designs that you do like, and then we'll move forward.
I love
from
doing
there.
that. I'm like, send me a Pinterest board,
Yeah,
and then I'll take inspiration.
Every time it has to be done. Like that's part of my process now. I have to go through the process so that I don't have to deal with those things anymore. Because it's just added stress.
Yeah,
and it just makes everything longer for what.
You have to niche it down with how you get the brief. Like even with me, like I have to say, okay, give me a concept that you want, the brief, and they'll be like, I'll give you 3 concepts, one that you want, that you asked for, one that I think would look best, and then one that's completely out of the box, and then we can work with that. And that's how I do my client work now, because it's like if you look at what you like and then you turn around and say you don't like it, there's 2 other options, and you can merge and take things apart, and then that's made my process a lot easier. And I think that's how I've started to deal with it now. But before, I'd crash out. I'd actually crash out.
I don't blame you. You know, my thing is I hate when people waste my time. I had 100%. One the other day where we got past the deposit stage. We agreed on the finalised logo. I did them about 3 or 4 different variations. They asked me to put colours into it. I put colours into it, sent it to them. Not getting no response. I'm seeing this person all up on Snap. I'm seeing this person on Insta. They're living their life, you know, outside. And I'm thinking, yo, I'm outside too. But the way I'm taking it personal now, you don't want to see me outside. You know what I'm trying to say? So obviously I've messaged him. Finally got back to man. And he was just on a thing of, needed it ASAP. So I had to just literally just break it down in a professional way. And basically saying like, you've asked me to do these things. I've done them on time. We've got to this point now, I'm not getting no response. What do you think this is? You're wasting my time. So it's just a learning curve again. It just kind of humbled me to make me say, you know what, I need to get this airtight. know what I'm trying to say? And it's
Yeah.
really airtight. But
Definitely.
sometimes it gets like that. As long as you get your deposit and you've done your side of things, that's why the deposit is important. You get me?
Yeah. That's the whole
Statement
point
of
of a
work as
deposit,
well,
isn't it?
like an
Yeah.
agreement. Like, this is what you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna get. Like a logo that has these things. If that's what they've asked for, and then from it, once you've ticked off all them things, then
It's just the fact that you can't get your time back.
yeah,
Do you know what I'm
it's
saying?
true.
Yeah.
And I'm always, people say, oh, you're always busy, you can never be that busy. Yes, I can. Because that's what
Doing
I'm putting my time into, because I love doing what I do. So
Yeah.
the fact that I've wasted it is a bit like, and how are you going to give my time back? And money's not going to do that. You get me?
Money
So
can just disappear. Like,
it's materialistic. You can get it again. The time's not materialistic. You get me?
You
So
can't get that back still.
no, I hear it. Time is just
it's essential, man.
these questions as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one is questions that people have asked us. So like, what's our thoughts on Black history and having to do designs or, let's say, exhibitions, whatever, just through Black history?
Just because it's Black History.
Yeah.
I can't lie, that's my bag.
Yes,
That's literally my bag. I feel like my year is so quiet until it gets to Black History Month. And as offensive as it is, as it's like, I should be getting work throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
I can't fault it, because at the same time, I'm doing work for Black History Month. I'm going into schools, I'm doing workshops. I'm actually still teaching people, and people are still learning. It is just very bittersweet that it's 1 month
that
of a
part of the
year,
month.
and it has to be about oppression and all of this, like the stuff about Black History Month. I have to make it a positive thing, but realistically, people are only doing it because they're just trying to put you in the limelight because you're black.
Yeah.
It's Black History Month.
Oh yeah, let's make it look like we care about you.
Exactly. once a year, 1 month a year. It's crazy.
I hear it. Yeah.
But I can't lie, that was how I popped off during lockdown because of Black History Month.
Okay.
I feel the same way. Like, it is annoying, but then sometimes it's like, oh well, it's an opportunity to be in a certain type of space. But then sometimes I feel like you do question it, like, why only now do you want me in that space? But then at the same time, if that's when, it's like when people have, like through marketing, you might have different days where you have sickle cell awareness month or whatever type of month. Like, everything's in a certain type of structure. And if Black History Month is that structure where we're just going to be involved, then are we wrong too? Is it wrong for us to take that opportunity?
It's good because he's going to tell it how it needs to be said.
No, it's
Because
true.
primary school, secondary school, I wasn't taught about Black history.
So
what I'm
like
saying?
being
Yeah.
present in those spaces and being creative as well, and
important.
just looking to like, you can be creative and do all of these things yourself. That's one thing I have noticed, because I think you've done a few workshops at BAM as well, innit?
Yeah.
Like, working with some of the young people there, it's like, they're like, oh, you can do this and make money. It's like, well, yeah.
It's
you can
crazy
make
when they're like,
money from-
oh, it's mad.
It's
Like,
like opens their eyes, and that's what it is. If like Black History Month and they want to get us in spaces where we can change a perspective on something, then it'd be silly to turn it down. Like, you have to be present and not just the typical boring stuff, and that, not, I shouldn't say boring stuff, but the oppressing stuff. Like,
no, literally.
we're black, we're Caribbean descent or African descent, wherever you're from, and we're here doing good things and we're creators.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
it's nice to be that role model. I feel like that's the positive about being out there in Black History Month, because you get to talk about being like creative, doing something. And yeah, I do enjoy it. It's just Black History Month, isn't it? It's just one of those things where you know you're going to get work because you're black.
But it's down to us as creatives if we can not change the narrative, but show like a brighter side of it, because it's not all just about roots and Kunta Kinte.
Exactly.
It's not all just about roots. Do you know what I'm trying to say? In certain schools, they would just put the video on and make them watch it. So,
Bro, I did not know what Black History was when I was in school. Like, I knew because of my family, because they would just put on Roots and be like, slavery.
yeah.
And again, it's always that part of history that we have to learn when there's so much better things
It's
that we can tap us
crazy.
into.
It's very much negative what they teach you, and I'm just like, this isn't right. Yeah,
Time to put a spin on it.
exactly.
But we are part of history, you get me, changing the narrative in the present time.
Yes, sir.
Even his podcast as well. It's like it's not just regular banter. It's not anything that's negative. You may speak about things that were negative, like experiences, but you turn that into positives. Do you know what I'm trying to say? How you deal with it. And there could be a young teenager, young adult watching this, and they may go through the things that we're talking about. So it lets them realize that this is a community for them to be able to help them get over certain things and get through things. You know what I'm trying to say? So it is important. It is important, man. Trust me.
Yeah, because Lo asked a question earlier. She goes, what's the meaning behind Grids and Guides?
What did you say? Because I did hear you speaking, to be honest.
Save it for the pod, save it for the pod.
Yeah, save it for the pod, so now's your time to shine.
Grids and Guides is basically, obviously, Grids and Guides is something you use in design. You need the grid lines, you need your guidelines to create your designs and create certain aspects, or let's say perspective, sizes. And we're over talking, sorry. So yeah, Grids and Guides is just about guiding people, and it's like you can go where you want within these grid lines, but at the same time it's not something to stop you being creative, because you can do whatever you want within the space, but it's using that space as a guideline to be your best self. It's like, yes, you can go outside of the guideline, but then it might throw other things off. And Grids and Guides is just a podcast to kind of show creatives that we want to give tips and, grids and guides to being a better creative, learning how to be better businesses, creatives, how to network, how to be your best self, giving you grids and guides to be a creative.
Yeah, basically, I'll add on to that. It's like a structure, the grids and the guidelines. It's a structure towards a design, alignment, and also it's like the structure of a designer. This is a platform. So as a designer, a creative, for any background, it's a platform for you to be able to spread awareness about yourself, speak on your experiences, and network as well. This is a networking platform, so in the future there's going to be things that we do that brings that full circle. You get me? So yeah, man, that's the meaning behind it.
So back to you, Miss Lo. So what do you enjoy doing? Not what do you enjoy, sorry. So obviously you do graffiti. How did you get into the graffiti side of things?
Oh gosh, Subway Surfers.
I swear.
That was where I was like,
I
love graffiti. Like I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to be a graffiti artist. Like that looks so cool. Not the illegal part and being chased by a security guard, but like just the colour.
Did that happen?
Yeah, not to me, but in the Subway Surfers game.
I was gonna say, get some nice content there.
And then I think when I got to college and we had access to the design technology, I ended up doing an exhibition at the end of the year. And I remember just wanting to paint everything. Everyone was designing their boards and sticking their artwork. And me, when it came to coursework, I'm a perfectionist, so I threw everything away just before the exhibition. Had nothing to show. But obviously I was still running my business. So I decided to just bring all my clothes in and like stick them to the wall. And then one of the boards, I was like, oh, how do I decorate this? And then one of the guys that was at my college was a graffiti artist. Well, not professionally, but he used to tag. And he was like, just come to the graffiti shop with me. And then I thought I went to heaven. Like just seeing all the different paints and everything. I was like, I could get used to this. And then obviously left college, lockdown happened. And we were having renovations. We were in the middle of moving house, and we had a lot of plyboard, like the wood, like this. And I decided that I'm gonna just buy some spray paints, order them to the house, and then spend lockdown. I don't know how long it was gonna be, just painting. And then bought Poscas. I felt like a proper graffiti artist. I was like, I'm in this now. And I remember posting it on social media, and then this guy popped up to me from Bradford. He was like, oh, could you do my studio for me? And that's the power of social media, because I didn't have a clue what I was doing. But he clearly liked something. And got me a job to do I did his studio, I did his bar. There was like a whole building, and I just spray painted everything with like my own designs on. It was my first ever project. And I remember, because I have a graffiti mentor, his name is Bunny Breads, also known as I Create Not Destroy. Shout out Bunny, because he is a G. I remember going to an event, like a graffiti walk that Punch Records put on.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, this is sick. He took us around Lasalle's and like all these different places that he'd painted. And I was like, can you teach me? And he was like, everyone says that. Like, I remember I thought he was so standoffish. I was like, I probably seemed like such an annoying little girl just saying, I want to paint too. Mm-hmm. But I'm very much like, when I'm passionate about something, I'm on job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I want to learn how to paint. I got a commission coming up, things like that. And then he was like, okay, when you show me you're serious, like, we can work together. And then, I don't even know how it happened. I just ended up going to like watch him paint, and I just sit there. I didn't even have to get involved. I just watch him, learn different techniques from watching him. And then I remember when he was like, oh, he can get involved, and then that was like a big thing for me, because I'm like, I'm actually painting, like I'm actually becoming a graffiti artist. And then that happened at Commonwealth as well. He was painting at Commonwealth, and then I was dancing, because I was one of the dancers for Commonwealth, and then he was like, Lo, come on up and paint. So then I painted whilst I was on my break from dancing, and then it just became a thing that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually getting used to it. And then I started taking commissions on for myself and by myself. It was really weird, like, to actually go from working with him to feeling confident enough to be like, oh my gosh, I can do this by myself. If I need help, I'll just give him a little video call. And then got loads of opportunities, like B-Side Hip Hop Fest. They have loads of graffiti artists, and then they'd call me and I'd be like, oh my gosh, little old me.
By China, was that?
Yeah, by Hippodrome and all that.
I saw you painting that one. Okay.
So yeah, that's how I got into the graffiti. Have an amazing mentor. I literally started because I was bored in lockdown. Yeah, that's literally how it started.
It's like, do you find it? So obviously, you've went from doing it on paper to digital, then to graffiti. Like, do you find it hard creating the lines with the graffiti can now, or what was your hardest part about learning graffiti?
The small lines, like the distance of how the paint sprays. When you paint it like this far away, it's massive, and then when you do it up close, and it was just the technique. And even to this day, like, I'm still practicing. Any day that it's hot, I've got like a brick wall in my garden, so I'll just be like on the wall, just practicing, because if I'm hungry to learn how to do it, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to use every opportunity to learn how to do it. But techniques is hard. But Bunny complimented me last time. He said I did really well, because I did a piece of Lauryn Hill about 3 years ago, and then I redid it this year.
Oh,
and
you leveled up from then.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Improved.
That's the power
that
of
is one thing I do want to learn as well, as graffiti.
It's
like,
so
I just
fun.
need to make more time to do it. Like, I have been playing about doing it. I've done like a stencil, using stencils and stuff, but I want to be able to actually draw and create faces and people from it.
Yeah.
Just takes your artwork to a new level, innit?
As long as you know how to shade and how to, like, it's basically like digital and physical art, but just with a different medium. It's literally the same. It's nothing, like, I feel like with me, because I was so used to like drawing physically before I started like doing digital, I feel like I used that when I'm doing my graffiti. So I feel like you'd be great at it.
I just need to pick up a can more and keep trying, really.
Yeah.
You love paint? No, you see me. I'm not even getting messy. I like seeing the mess. I just don't like touching it.
Nah, I've got paint on all my clothes. I can't lie. Even my coat is literally covered in paint. And I was like, it's my best coat.
So I was gonna say, if you was to give someone guidelines on becoming a graffiti artist, what would you give them?
Find your style. I feel like there's so many different graffiti artists. You can either be a muralist like myself or do typography, like actual writing. That isn't my strong suit at all, but I know that I'm really good at doing like shading on faces. Just practice. I feel like once my first time compared to how I am now is like what, it's been 2-3 years and I've improved a lot. So it's just literally practice, consistency, and finding your style. Yeah.
And what would you say, let's say design wise, someone coming up, how you, obviously you didn't go through the educational route of becoming a designer. So what would you tell young creatives coming up that are probably going down a similar route as you?
If you're on the same route as me, find people that believe in what you're doing. I feel like your network is your net worth. And people that believe in you and are just as passionate as you are, as long as you have that support. Like, if I didn't have my mum and my sister, I would have gave up a long time ago. And you just need that extra push. Like, you can be as hungry as you are, like you can be starving for learning how to do art, but if you don't have that group of people pushing you, you're gonna struggle. I can't lie.
No, it's true. I feel like we always say, like, having a team, even though it's just one person more, it's one thing you don't have to think about.
Yeah,
it's always helpful. So you having like your mum and your sister to bounce off,
it's a blessing.
Makes a big difference. My other question was gonna be, what is it now? If you was oh no, it's not that. It's gone. It's gone. We're all gone. What I was thinking of. Oh, that was it. Sorry. So obviously you're a female creative. Have you found any issues dealing with any like males or anything since being in the creative industry? Have you ever felt any type of way or animosity towards you because you're a female artist, creative?
I don't feel like my struggle was really my gender when I first started. I feel like my biggest struggle was my age.
Okay.
My age and my race. I don't think I've ever had like problems with being a female. I'm trying to think. I think people just look at me like I'm a little girl half the time.
Like, what's this little girl doing?
Grown-ass woman.
Where's your mama?
Yeah, but even like being younger and charging people like £100 for a logo, they'd look at me like I was crazy. And they'd be like, I ain't paying you that, you're just a little girl. So I don't know whether it's the age or the gender that made it difficult for them to invest, but yeah, kind of went hand in hand. So
people have said they're not going to pay you just because you look young,
just because I ain't charging you. You just started, like, why are you charging £100?
And I've just looked at your artwork,
and my art,
and
it's pretty good.
Do you know what I mean? And that just shows then it don't matter about your age.
It makes me think I should have started faceless, like doing faceless designing, and then just no one see me, but then my face ended up being the whole brand, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter. Like, your work speaks for itself. You could be flipping 10 years old. Like, if you're able to do the job, then you have to pay for the job. Doesn't matter about how old.
It just shows you those people ain't the type of clients for you, because there's people that will see your work and they'll probably want
even
pay
more
extra.
so want to pay you. Like, you're this age and you're doing okay, cool.
Exactly, let me invest.
There you go. Let me invest. We're just gonna do a quick question round. So, Photoshop or Illustrator?
Illustrator.
Graffiti or digital art?
Graffiti.
Canva or Adobe?
Canva. Sorry.
Really? Wow.
Sorry. I love Canva. You can okay, sorry. I know you're not meant to go off, but if you know how to use Canva in the best way, you could literally like Adobe.
No, it's true. I hear you. But,
sorry.
But still. Nike or Adidas?
Ooh, Adidas.
Print or digital?
Print.
Music or art? Yeah, that's a bit of, music or art? Art. Working in a team or solo?
Working in a team.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Yeah, and that's it. Thank you.
I said that way too quick. Oh gosh.
It's been a really good talk. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, not knowing a lot about you before and knowing more about you now, I'm definitely going to follow you on your journey. So I've been on your page. I haven't followed the page yet. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to follow your Insta. What is your Instagram and your social medias for people?
Oh gosh, I've got so many. So Glow the Creative, so GLO the Creative, and then Glow with Widlow, so Glow WIDLO, yeah, and then I think that's it, yeah.
We'll
and Whole Group Agency, the agency that I have, HOL Group Agency. And then
you don't want to put Spotify out there?
Spotify is just Low Williams. Yeah, all my music is just Low Williams
as well.
Yeah.
Have you got any shows coming up or anything you want to promote before you go?
It depends on when this is going to be released.
Probably in the next month.
Yeah.
I got an event on the 9th of November.
So 9th of November.
Yeah, Live Vibe Festival. It will be on my Instagram, so have a look.
Yeah, so everyone stay tuned into Lo's Instagram handles and find out where she's going to be at.
Yeah,
man. Also, the last few things, obviously, we're happy that you've came on because, we was reaching out to a lot more female designers.
I feel honoured. I actually feel honoured.
And you're the first female that's been on here.
Creative
You've done very, very well on today's episode as well. And we're really happy that you've been able to bless us with your presence as well.
Thank you.
And your experience to our audience as well, you get me? So, everyone else, one of the other things I'd like to say is, sponsors. We haven't got a sponsor for this episode today, but if you do want to sponsor, email us on the email that you're going to see below now on the screen, and we can sort something out and come to some sort of deal. Other than that, you know where to catch us on our socials. Make sure you like and subscribe. Set your notifications as well. And just glad that you've returned for this episode. But until the next time, from myself and Designer Philly, we are out.